I'm Lydia Vasquez in Oldsmar, where that storm surge is already doing some damage. Homeowners here tell me this all happened from around midnight to 4 a.m. You can see a few inches of water here now. This street underwater. We actually just saw a car drive through, pushing more water in here, obviously not making homeowners here happy to see that. You can see behind me here that yellow fire hydrant. One of the homeowners tells me earlier this morning the water was above that. So now the water has, gone back down here as we are continuing to deal with low tide ending, reaching high tide again around 3 o'clock. So this was all flooded overnight into the morning. We have some debris here, some branches down, and one of the homeowners, Sean, who we're going to talk to, he tells me his whole lawn filled with water, his home actually flooded. Sean, tell me what happened here and what did your home see or endure?
Well, when I got up about 4 or so, the water was already into the carport and up to the stoop of the house. Actually, you can see the little ramp right there. The water height came all the way up there, which is probably almost 3/4 of a foot into the house. I got most of the water out when the water started to recede, but the damage has been done, so what can you do?
Tell me what, did it look like when you were finally able to come out of your home and see the neighborhood?
Oh, well, at first I couldn't see anything like you guys see back here. That's all this looked like. So up until about, I don't know, 45 minutes ago, I couldn't even come out here. It was all filled with water. So it's been receding now. I think the city may be pumping water out. I'm not sure, but it's starting to come down a little bit. So.
Tell me, high tide coming back around 3 o'clock. What are you thinking right now? How are you preparing?
Just keeping the sandbags and stuff and plastic up as much as I can, and hopefully it doesn't get too high. We can only hope.
Yeah, you let me in your home and I saw a little bit of water there. I guess what's going on in your head? You told me you have a couple of dogs in there as well.
Yeah, well, there's water in the house, but there's some, dry spots, and we're just, I got the dogs in a certain area where that's not wet, and then I'm obviously staying in the area that's not wet and just trying to mitigate the water as best as I can. So, but, they're hanging out with me and they got trackers on, and just in case they got their vests, so they're good to go.
Yeah, and tell me, I guess, what, we saw that guy come here and push all that water into your lawn here. What do you want other people, your neighbors, other residents here to keep in mind?
Just be respectful because the water's already coming in and you guys drive through really fast like you people just were, and all it does is push more water into our house. So,
Yeah, tough situation to kind of see that water here. I'm hoping you can kind of get that home, cleared out. Anything else you want to add for us, how you're feeling, how you're doing today?
That's Florida. It happens. So all we can do is overcome and rebuild. That's it.
Yeah. I know it's Florida, and I've heard that. Thank you, Sean. I've heard that from a couple of people, but also I've heard they haven't really seen it like this. I mean, we were at Ariolds Park where the water was covering the benches and the sidewalks. Again, this is what we're dealing with now, hours after we saw that high tide overnight. Residents in here, they're telling me they're a little bit more concerned come 3 p.m. So again, some homes are seeing flooded or are flooded already. We're still watching that the storm surge coming around at 3. But for now, I'm Lydia Vasquez in Oldsmar.